All right, guys, this is the last pattern of these 3 tiles that I decided to do from the Carnival Miracle. I actually was looking, I actually like this as well. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that one? I may, if I can find my picture, edit that one and see if I can get that, because that will look like it would be fun to do as well. But we're going to stick with this one. This is a very complex one. I'm going to try to simplify it so that we can figure out if we can draw it. Don't know if I will be successful, but we're just going to give it a go. First thing I'm going to do is sharpen my pencil. Got my red pencil here so that I can see what's going on. I'm going to draw myself my diagonals. That's not quite. That tile's not quite at the diagonal. I should do them point to point for those. Let me do that. So I'm going to do point to point rather than being point to point on the tile. I'm going to go point to point on these little fleur-de-lis things. Okay. So clearly we have these big fleur-de-lis shapes in the corners, right? I'm just trying to figure out the best way to draw this shape. And I think the best way to draw the shape is going to be to simplify this into a single bead like that. And then this part, we would come up like this, right? And then we're going to come over like that and then make a rice type shape like this. I think I need to be more curvy, so that's good to know. So we're going to have a circle, a more curvy shape. And then a rice shape like that. I think that will simplify it quite a bit from that. And then if we decide we want to put this end, we want to do the same thing like that. But I'm not sure if I want that bit. I think I may just want this part. So we're going to practice that a little bit, decide how we want. I want a nice long curve to it, and then a rice shape like that. Something like that I think is going to be the optimal shape here, and then maybe another just simple rice shape at this end rather than this whole fleur-de-lis bit at this end. I think maybe a rice shape here and here would balance it out, still make a nice long shape with making it a more simplified shape. And then this kind of looks like a carrot here with leaves. I don't know if that's going to be too much. May or may not use that shape. But that shape looks like kind of like a teardrop with a like that on the top. If I really super simplify that shape, kind of looks like that. So I don't know if I'm going to use that or not. May or may not use that shape. And then we have this shape, which looks like a super complicated shape to do, but it's basically a box. If I draw a box here and then draw a half circle here and then aura that, right? That should give me that shape. So that's kind of on top. So I think that's the shape I want to start with first and then see where we want to go from there. So that's my plan. Don't know if it will execute well, but there's my plan. I actually drew my square this time, so you guys don't have to watch me struggle make that. So from the center of my page, I'm going to measure out, I made a 4-inch square, and I'm going to measure out 1 inch from each side, 1 inch across, half an inch from each side of the middle. I think that's what I decided, right? No, 1 inch from each side of the middle. So I'm going to make a 2-inch box. So I'm going to go here and here. I tried it smaller. It ended up too small. So I want 1 inch. You make it whatever size you think yours should be. Just measure equally from here to here. Just make it the same all the way around so that we can make ourselves a box. Right? And then on the sides of that box, we're going to do an arch. Like that. I don't know if they were all symmetrical, but they're pretty close, all things considered. So that would be, this would be step 1 in pencil. To make this box in pencil. And then step 2 in pen would be to draw this shape. Right? And that pencil, then we would just have minimal pencil lines. And then we're going to aura this. Like that. It gives us that shape in the middle. That's good. I'm good with that. Then the next shape, I think I want to do that in the corners. And then this really arching fleur-de-lis with a rice shape here and a rice shape there. I think that would be the best way to do this shape. Something like that. Something like that, right? Okay, now the question is, do we want to embellish this? There's a circle in the center here, which I didn't do, which I probably should have done with step number 1. That's okay. I'll just stick it in there. Okay. And then the question is, do we want to do that sort of carrot-like shape? I think we do. Let's look at this closer. So I think, let's see, can I get this so you guys can see it and me at the same time? Zoom out a little bit. Okay. Let's fold this so that I have, there we go, that's better. Okay, so let's play with this shape. So this carrot shape comes all the way up to like here, almost to the edge. And it comes down to about here. So there's a shape that comes like, should I do the carrot first? There's one on the outside, but maybe I should do the carrot shape first. And then there's that. There's something like that. Right? Am I right? This is a very complicated shape. Oh, sorry, bumping the microphone. And then there's a shape, a leafy-like shape coming off of there. It's got a weird leafy bit that comes up in there. That's going to be a lot of steps. I want to try to simplify it. That's a really complex thing. Let's just keep drawing. I'm just gonna keep drawing. I'm gonna trust my instincts here. So this carrot shape kind of looks like this. Some things do not make good patterns, and you have to know that too. Individual parts are okay. If I go like that, that would simplify that shape, right? Okay. Should I do it without the leafy shapes? Probably. Leafy shape should probably not be in part of the initial steps. Neither should this middle bit here. Okay. Okay, so when I'm drawing this shape with the square and this thing, and then I aura that. This is probably going to have to be broken down into 3 videos because this thought process is taking me longer. And if I have a circle in the middle here, if I do a shape like this, I do a shape like that. So if that's the first step, the circle and this thing, and then this step is the next step, then it leaves me room for the carrot shape. Maybe it's not going to be a carrot. Maybe it's going to be more of just a rice shape. And then the fleur-de-lis here. Like that. That adds those rice shape elements. Oh, I like that. Perhaps this one is more of a rice shape, and then a circle, and then a rice shape with like that. That's easier to draw. What do you guys think? I'm just trying to make it easier to draw. I like this shape. This isn't a bad shape. So is that an easier shape to draw? A circle, a small rice shape at the bottom, a larger rice shape at the top, and then petals coming out like that. That's an easier shape to draw than that. Much easier shape to draw. Okay, I think that's where I'm going to leave you. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to ponder. And then I'm going to work on the step out on the next video. So this video is a little bit different. There's not a whole lot of drawing in it, I'm sorry. But a lot of thought process. And this is really where you need to think, to know this is where my brain needs to go. This is a real-time thought process. It's not something I've already planned out. This is real-time thinking. And I think I'm going to go with a simplified style like that. I'm going to start with this shape, which we can do in how many steps? That shape we can do with, let's start with a pencil, a box. That's a pencil. And then draw with our pen this shape. Like that. And then aura it. Because that's not that hard. Do I need that circle in the middle? Yes, I need that circle in the middle. And we need a circle in the middle. That's where we need to start. That's step 1. Pencil, circle in the middle. I think that'll be step 1. And then step 2 will be this weird shape from here to here. Kind of a curve. Like that. Something like that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. But that doesn't bring this up far enough. This needs to be not that. This needs to be, needs to have a thing on top there to get taller. I like this better than this. Okay. How do I accomplish that? Good question. Okay, I'm going to think about this bit and I will be back on the next video because this one's already getting really long, and we'll work on step outs and see what happens. You guys go have a good day. I will see you on the next video and we will ponder this some more. Bye-bye.